Hello GATE aspirants, and this is a special video brought especially for those students who are going to appear for GATE 2019 exam. As we all know that GATE 2019 is going to be held in February 2019, so there are only 2 to 3 months remaining before the exam. So what should be the revision strategy before the exam so that you can score better and perform better in the exam to get a good rank? So this is Akhilesh Pandey, GATE a All India rank 18 in GATE 2017 Electronics and Communication branch. Hopefully my approach, my strategy can help you in the upcoming exam and you can score better as well. So let's start. The first thing that you have in your mind, that what is the reason behind your GATE exam, why you are going to write for the GATE exam. So there are three reasons behind the GATE exam mostly, and that the first one is PSU job, second MTech from an IIT, or you can say good IITs, and finally MTech from NIT to get a stipend and prepare as well parallelly for the other government jobs and other exams. So these may be three reasons for writing the GATE exam. So let's start one by one if you have in mind any of these three options. So let's start first the PSU approach. I would like to start with that only. So if you are approaching for a PSU job and your branch is electronics and communication, so you should keep in your mind that you have to score at least under 200 rank, so that you can get a call from a PSU or means for a job in PSU. And apart from this, one organization, PSU organization, BSNL, state-owned organization, has also given the notification to hire the students this year, and this has been done only for OBC, SC, ST only. Means general will not be allowed in that. So for that PSU means BSNL, you can get call if you have got up to 1000 rank. But this is only available for those students who are either OBC or SC or ST. General candidates are not allowed in this because it's a backlog vacancy. Next one, Airport Authority of India, this PSU also release the notification post GATE exam after 6 to 7 months of the GATE exam, and there may be a chances that up to 500 rank candidate can get a call. But overall, if you are looking for a safe side, then you must score under 200 ranks so that you can get a call from PSU. Now let's come to the next approach or next target, that is IIT approach. Means if you are looking to go for MTech in a good IITs, or you can say old IITs, then you must score at least under 500 rank. Most of the IITs, means old IITs I am talking about, call students on under this rank only. After this rank they even don't get call, or sometimes they can be called, but the branch will not be of his or her desire. So 500 rank will be safe for the MTech in old IITs. If you are thinking about new IITs, then you may get a chance up to 1000 rank. So from 500 to 1000 rank you can get call from old new IITs as well as the low ranking IITs like IIT Roorkee and all. So you can get call from there as well around 600 to 700 rank. So overall, if you are looking safe side again, means if you are thinking of getting an old IIT with a good branch, then you must score under 500, and under 1000 if you are scoring, then it may be good for you. Means you can get at least an IIT. Either you have to sacrifice your branch, means you have to compromise with your branch, or you have to compromise with the ranking of IITs, but you can get up to 1000 rank. Next, if you are thinking to go for MTech in NIT, any NIT or any government colleges, then for NITs, some of the NITs are top ranking, means even better than IITs. Some new IITs like NIT Silchar, Warangal, these are top NITs in which students prefer to go rather than going into a new IIT because their placement is better. So if you are thinking to go into the top ranking NITs, then again your rank should be around 1000. But in normal NITs, if you want to go, then you can score around 2000, means around 2000 rank, up to 2000 rank, a candidate can get a call from NITs for a good branch. But if you you can compromise your branch, then 3000 rank can be also enough. Means up to 3000 rank you can get NITs easily, but your desired branch may or may not be available for you. So if you are thinking of a safe side to get a good NIT with a good branch, then you must have a score under 1000 rank. Means you have, sorry, under 2000 rank at least you should go. Now come to the rest government colleges, then you can get rest government colleges up to 5000 rank, and there is a common counseling, online counseling portal used to be there for NITs and some government colleges. So there you can log in after completing the GATE exam, result of the GATE exam, and there you can get a chance to enroll or get admission for MTech in any government college up to 5000 rank, so that you can get a stipend and you can parallelly prepare for some other exam or whatever you want to do. So these are the three approaches, and the rank slabs for these three I have discussed already. Now let's come to the next slide, and this is related to the marks target. Means as I have discussed the rank, related to that rank, means if you want to score under 100 rank, then what marks should you get? So by analyzing the previous year, all the previous year rankings and the marks, I have come to the point that 65 plus marks will be safe to get 100 rank, up to 100 rank. Sometimes it may vary 4 to 5 marks, but 65 plus marks if you are getting, then you can think that you will get under 100 rank. Now if you are thinking to get 60 to 65 marks, then 100 to 500 rank you may get any of these in between these two rank. 55 to 60 marks you can get 500 to 1000 rank, and finally 50 to 55 marks 1000 to 3000 rank. So if you are looking for a PSU job, so you have to score 65 plus marks. If you are looking for MTech in old IITs, then 60 to 65 marks will be safe, and if you are looking for any IIT, new or old, then 55 plus marks will be okay. And if you are looking to get admission for MTech in NITs, then 50 to 55 marks at least you should go. So the marks should be in your mind, so that you can prepare and perform in the exam accordingly. So let's check the next slide. How to now marks, keep the marks in your mind and prepare accordingly, as I said. So now how to revise? So before revising, categorize all the subjects. There are 10 subjects in electronics and communication branch, including engineering, mathematics and general aptitude. So categorize all the subjects into 3 parts. One subject, means the first category can be like this: subjects with good command and good practice. Means the subjects whose concept is good, means you know very well all the concepts, and as well as you have practiced the questions related of that subject. So categorize that in the first category. Now the second category will be subjects with good command but less practice. Means you have not practiced the questions, but you know the concepts, so categorize into the second one. Last one is subjects with less command, means you don't know the concepts as well as you have not practiced, so categorize into the third person. So this way categorize all the subjects into three parts, and now approach will be different for all these 3 categories. Let's check the what should be the approach. First, the subjects with good command and good practice. Suppose network analysis, you have good concept of network analysis, and you have practiced previous year GATE questions and all the questions related to network analysis so many times, then you have also good practice. Now these subjects will be most important part, and this will be the most scoring part. You can score 100% in this subject, and you must think that you have to score 100% in this subject. Now don't think that you know this subject and leave it. Means if you will think like this, then this subject can go into the last category as well, because more than learning, the revision is important in the for the GATE exam, for the technical exams. So plan a separate time the second point I have written here, plan separate time for practicing problems. You have to plan, like fix half an hour or 1 hour for network analysis itself. Now what you have to do in that half an hour, you have to solve only previous year gate questions in that half an hour. And how you have to solve it? For example, if you have practiced a lot of times, then you can do around 20 questions in 30 minutes very easily. So what you have to do, you have to start solving problems from the first chapter and solve up to 20 questions. Check the time, that how much time you consumed into to solve those 20 questions, and also check the answers. Make a notebook or OMR sheet type table for the answers and match it to the solution, and then check how much questions you are doing correct. I mean, sometimes it happens that even after knowing the concept, we used to do mistakes. So these mistakes will be avoided once you will practice it more and more times. So what you have to do, you have to solve the gate questions as much as times you can do. So keep on doing it, and fix half an hour for network analysis. Suppose you have also a good command and control system, as well as you have good practice in that, then fix half an hour for that also. So this way you can fix half an hour for each and every subject in which you have good command and good practice. So what you are doing, basically you are recalling the concept on a daily basis of those subjects in which you have good command and you have practiced it good. So no way you are going to forget it before the GATE exam. So in this subject you have to fix in your mind that you have to score 100%, and this is the most important part of the entire category. Let's check next. Subjects with good command but less practice. You have a good concept in this subject, but you have practiced it you have not practiced it so many times. You have not done questions related to it. So don't fix or don't go for all the subjects which are in this category. Go one by one. Means suppose analog electronics, electronic devices, and signals and system, these three subjects are in this category. Then you choose any one of the three. Suppose I have chosen analog electronics, so I will start first to make a command, or you can say practice all the questions of the analog electronics, so that I can shift that analog and electronics into the first category with that a subject with good command as well as good practice. So start with analog electronics and give fix a time for analog electronics 2 to 3 hours daily, and target that in 10 days you have to complete ESE previous year and GATE previous year related to that analog electronics subject. And once you will complete it up to in 10 days, that subject will be shifted into the first category. Means what you have to do after 10 days, what you have to do, you have to categorize into the first category, and you have to fix half an hour slot for that analog electronics as well, and daily revision should be started for that subject as well. So in this way, as much as subject will shift to the first category, all the subjects will be revised on the daily basis. So this way, once you will think that every subject is going to be revised daily, so this way you can have a command before the GATE exam and you can score very well. You can perform at least very well. You can you will not be like you know everything and you did not score in the exam. This thing will not happen if you go in this way, if you revise in this way. So this should be the approach for the subjects with good command but less practice, that you have to practice one by one. First choose a subject of this category and complete it to shift it into the first category. Once you complete one subject, then go for the next subject, and again that shift it that into the first category, and so on. Try to shift all the subjects in this category to the first category that I have mentioned, and keep revising as I mentioned in for the first category subjects. Let's check the last one, the subjects with less command and less practice. Means some subjects can be there. Suppose electromagnetics is a subject that in which you have no any concept, means very less concept, and you have not practiced that yet. So these subjects become important because this will decide what will be your rank. Means every positive score in this subject will decide your rank, because by doing the first two categories you will reach up to 55 to 60 marks. If there are 6 to 7 subjects in the first two categories, then definitely you would reach around 60 marks. Now above this, above the 60 marks, if you are trying to get, then every means 1 marks or 2 marks, even if you are getting, then that marks will be very much important, and that will decide your rank. So these subjects, the subjects which are in this category, becomes very important for making a difference between the top ranker and a lower ranker around 1000. So every positive score will decide your rank, and what you have to do in this, you have not to study the entire syllabus of these type of subjects. You have to do a selective study for this type of subject. Suppose I am talking about electromagnetics, and no questions used to be asked related to the basic vectors and electric field, magnetic field. Questions are not asked from that portion. Mostly the question used to be asked from transmission line, from electromagnetic waves. So we will do what? We will do only the problems related to the electromagnetic waves, and we will learn only that concept which has been used in the GATE exam. We will not cover the entire concept. You have not to get 100% marks. Don't think to get 100% marks in this category subjects. Only thing that you have to score as much as positive for this. So go for selective, but with a good concept that you don't do you don't get any negative marks in this portion. You have to get either positive or 0. Think like this. So go for selective study and fix 1 or 2 hours daily, and think to score as much as you can, otherwise leave it. So basically what you have to do, how can you improve the marks in this category? So you have to select a portion. Suppose transmission line you have selected, go for a standard textbook, suppose SADIQ, and do some basic problems from the SADIQ book, and then try to solve some ESE problems. For solving ESE problems, you should have in your mind that you are not going out of syllabus. So do ESE problems, and then after do GATE problems. So this way you can make a command and daily revise that problems on daily basis. So this way you can have a good command on that selective topic only. So this way you can score a positive marks in this portion, and you can score better. Next, check the next slide. So this is how to practice GATE and ESE problems. So for practicing, no GATE questions should be skipped, as I have mentioned. Yes, correct it is, because GATE questions, actually the syllabus written for the GATE exam is very wide. When you will try to cover the syllabus, then you cannot cover even it in even 3 to 4 years, because it is the entire syllabus, means syllabus of entire 4-year graduate program. But if you will check its questions, check the previous year GATE questions, then that is only the syllabus. If you cover each and every question of the previous year GATE exams, then you are indirectly doing what? You are indirectly covering the entire GATE syllabus. So never skip any good questions, even if it is tough. Try to do it once, try to solve it, or try to learn the concept at least from the standard textbook. So never try to miss it. Okay, and now solving problems solving GATE problems must be treated as revising concept. Never think that you make a note and then revise it thoroughly. This is not going to be helpful for your scores. If you have to revise any concept, if you have to revise, suppose Thevenin theorem you have to revise, then take the previous year GATE questions related to the Thevenin theorem, solve it, and that is the revision only. So doing problems means revising or recalling the concept. Even at any position you find a doubt, go for the standard textbooks, clear your doubts every time. Don't be lazy to check the books. Okay, so next, check the slide. So practicing, the same slide is coming, practicing GATE ESE problems. So solve 10 to 15 questions in some decided time. As I mentioned earlier, that how you have to solve the GATE problem, you have to solve 15-20 questions in a slot, and then check the solution check the time as well, that how much time you took to solve those 15 questions. So every time you are judging yourself. So in exam environment, you make you feel in exam environment every time. When you will go in this approach that you are doing 10 to 15 questions in a given time and then match it with solution, then you will be in exam environment every time. So you will not be fear of exam anyway. So your performance can be better. So as I mentioned, if there is a doubt in any step, go for standard textbooks. You must go for that. Don't be lazy there. Solve only those ESE problems. Yes, for ESE problems, this is strictly suggested that don't go for any topics which are not important for the GATE exam, because there are so many portions in control system. As you will find, the controller compensator related questions are asked in the GATE ESE exam. But those are not asked in the GATE exam. The different type of questions is used to be asked in the GATE exam. So do only the problems that are being asked in the GATE exam. Don't do those topics of ESE, means those problems of ESE which are not useful for the GATE. So this way you must go. So overall, this was the revision strategy. Along with, you must go for the online test series. In some other video I will provide the details regarding the online test series and what test series you should go for and how you should analyze the test series performance. So thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully this will help for you in the upcoming GATE exam. All the best. Thank you.